Meta just killed everybody's ROAS, and 99% of advertisers have absolutely no idea why their campaign completely died. So if your ads were working perfectly fine 6 months ago or even a week ago, and now everything is tanking, this video will finally explain what happened. Meta silently rolled out a secret algorithm update called Andromeda, and it has completely changed how ads are delivered. This is one of the biggest, if not the biggest update that Meta did after iOS 14. And unless you understand it, you will never revive your performance. Today I'm going to break down exactly what changed, how Meta's new AI works, why your ROAS collapsed, and how you can actually fix it. So let's get straight into it. So what even is Andromeda in the first place? Most people think it's just another targeting update, but that's wrong. Meta didn't just tweak the whole algorithm, they completely rebuilt the whole system of how ads are matched to people. So before Andromeda, you used to target people, Meta showed your ads to these people, and your job was just optimizing the audiences. But after the Andromeda update, Meta no longer cares who you're trying to target and only cares about your creatives. Because the new Meta AI now predicts which creatives match best with which user instead of having which audience matches best with which user. That means that the algorithm no longer cares about these little audience segments that you had in your campaigns. It actually cares about the creatives that you're doing. And that is why interest targeting is dead. That is why your 1 to 2 ad campaigns are dead. And that is why your ROAS is tanking so much. Andromeda exposed every single advertiser that was relying on one video, one hook, one angle, one creative style, one solution, one problem. And if you don't have any diversities in your campaigns, then Meta is just not going to push it out. Simply because it has nothing to test. So to go into details, there's 3 reasons why your campaigns completely tanked during this period of time. 1, you're running way too few creatives. If you're barely running 1 to 2 ads, even 3 to 4 ads in your campaign, your ad account is literally suffocating and needs more creatives. The second reason is that your hooks aren't diverse enough. With the new update, you need to hit different angles. It could be a problem solution, it could be a before and after, it could be a life cycle, it could be an emotional hook, a curiosity hook. You need to have different angles. And the third reason is because you're not mixing creatives format. That means that you maybe were relying too much on statics or UGC videos. You need to have a mixture in your ad account. You need to have a lot of creatives that are statics. You need to have a lot of UGC videos, a lot of flexible ads, maybe some Shopify catalog ads, but you need to have a wide variety so that the Andromeda AI has a lot of creatives to choose from and can actually link them to the proper user. So now the real question is, how do you actually revive your ad account under the Andromeda update? You need a creative operating system. Let me break it down. Every brand needs a 4 core creative pillar, okay? It consists of a problem to solution, a before and after transformation, a UGC or testimonial video, and a founder's POV, which is actually a hidden sauce because not a lot of people know about this one. And now the second step is to have different iterations of the same angle. So you gotta have 3 different hooks for every single angle that you do. Keep in mind, one angle does not mean one video. One angle means one concept with 3 different hooks. So for example, if you make a UGC video for an energy drink company, one hook could be, I shouldn't be telling you this. The other could be, I tested the worst energy drinks so that you don't have to. And that's gonna trigger the audience being like, wait, what do you mean the worst energy drink? Like, who are we talking about? And they're gonna watch the video. Or you can be like, I found the only energy drink that actually keeps me focused throughout my day, for example. And that could be another hook. Meta loves variety. I'm gonna say it multiple times over the course of this video. The new Andromeda update loves a creative variety. And then if you wanna test different formats, you can use the same exact hooks and use them in your static ads. So you can have a headline for a static ad to be that hook. And then you do the same ad but with different headlines that are using a different hook every single time. In the past, headlines used to be ignored, but now they're actually the core reason why your creative will get pushed out or why it will flop. And when you find a headline that performs really well in your campaign, that top performer can be a hook for a new video, or the headline for a carousel post, or even an angle that you're going to target in your new UGC video. You just rinse and repeat this process. One thing I forgot to mention, which is also very, very important, you got to modify your whole ad structure. The best way to do it, in my opinion, is to separate your campaigns into swim lanes. Best practices, in my opinion, during the Andromeda update is to have one campaign that is a prospecting and testing campaign. This is going to be your main campaign where you spend 70% of your budget. Then you're going to need a retargeting campaign where you have different ad sets targeting people who engage with your Instagram or Facebook posts, people who visited your websites, and people who added to cart. And then you can have a retention campaign, and this is for people who already bought, where you can upsell them to other products or get them to buy the same product again. And now, if you're spending more than $1,000 a day on ads, you should also have a scaling campaign that contains only the top performers of the prospecting campaign. One client came to us during the first week of the Andromeda update and was at a 1.2 ROAS and had no idea why everything went completely south. And so we implemented the strategy that I was talking to you guys about. And we managed to fix their ROAS and get it to a 3.82. And it's not luck, it's just a proper structure. And if you implement it, you're going to see very similar results. Now, if you find this way too difficult to process, or if you don't have the time to do something like this, my team manages over $100,000 a month in profitable ad spend using this exact same framework. So if you want us to implement the Andromeda strategy into your ad account, then go to the description and book a call with us by clicking the Calendly link in the description. Worst case scenario, you get a free audit, and best case scenario, you become one of our case studies in 2025.